What's up? This is DJ Lou. You're tuned in to the RapShack.
Yeah. DJ Lou. San Quinn, what goes around comes around. This is good karma.
I'm a composer, engineer, pretty much do it all as far as the audio goes. Producer, composer, engineer, Sacramento based. I work with a lot of artists from the Sacramento area, Bay Area. Also have some artists that are in different parts of the country. But this is my home, and this is where I've been really building up my career. I've been doing it a long time, really coming on about 17 years now. Grew up in the Chico area. That's where I got my start. Went to Chico State, got my degree in recording arts, and from there it was the degree. The degree isn't everything. I also have a lot of experience, but it's nice that I have the best of both worlds. That's kind of where I'm at. We're always working. The folks that know me from all my social media posts and all the music I'm always sharing know that I'm just one of the hardest working guys out there in the audio field. 99% hip-hop, a little bit of R&B and pop and some rock. So got a lot of love for the Sacramento, Bay Area, NorCal hip-hop scene. So that's pretty much where I'm coming from. Just got my first Sammie nomination. I was talking to some folks about that. I think there are a lot of folks that really come down on the Sammies. A lot of folks that are skeptical or really kind of hate on it. Here's my perspective on it. It seems like there are a lot of folks that are in like a kind of a closed circuit with those guys. A lot of their friends tend to get nominated. And that's not me speaking. That's what I've heard other people say. I don't know one way or another. I do know that, like, from my perspective, a lot of the folks that I used to see get nominated when I didn't, it's the folks with the big facilities and the real honest-to-goodness studios. I do home-based production, just a small home setup. I would never call it a studio. I'm just a freelance engineer and producer. But anyway, the fact that I got a nomination and I'm not in that inner circle, to me that shows that the fans, or whoever, the fans, I have friends, family, clients, fans, trying to nominate me, and I got the nomination. So to me that means it's legit in that sense. And from, I guess, anyone's perspective, especially folks that aren't familiar with the Sacramento scene, like the inner workings and the politics, I guess you could say, or who knows who, and the little cliques and all that. That's anywhere. But the folks that don't know that aspect, I think it's a valid thing to shoot for, and I'm excited about it because someone comes to SAC. Okay, what's this? News and Review. That's pretty much the biggest entertainment magazine, most widespread. Everybody reads it. Right. Okay, what's a Sammie? Well, it's the biggest magazine's awards for the music scene, all genres. So I'm excited about it. Hopefully I can win it, but what it did show me by getting nominated and seeing all of the votes that are rolling in, I have some fans and supporters. And to me, that means I'm winning. If I don't win the Sammie Award, I know I have that support. Right. Sammies.com, S.a.m.m.i.e. It's in the producer category. They used to have hip-hop producer, but now it's just general producers. A lot of them are a couple of studio owners and folks that record a lot of rock bands and alt-rock and singer-songwriters, whatever. I think I'm the only actual hip-hop oriented producer in it this year. So, yep, go vote. Yes, sir. Influences. That is one of the toughest questions for me to answer because the thing I try to be known most for is my beat making. So folks are like, well, who do you sound like? I sound like me. By that I mean I don't have a style. Everyone says, oh, I want this DJ Mustard style beat made. Everyone's making mustard beats. And I've done them. But I don't have a distinct style. Some people think that's a drawback because when you hear a mustard beat or a Dre beat or whatever, you know that's them, or Timbaland. But I think for folks that don't like that, they're not going to gravitate toward that. So for me, I try to have a wide range of styles that I produce. So influences. Well, Dr. Dre, definitely an influence. I love the West Coast sound, basically, and Dre's the man. Like, if I could meet anybody in the music at all, it would be him, because I strive to be where he's at. Artists that maybe influenced me. Let's see, growing up, I listened to pretty much whatever, but I was like rock, mainly rock. Raised by my grandparents, a lot of old country in the household. It's like, and I really started paying attention to rap, hip hop, when Too Short was really getting active in the late 80s. Some of the first music I had while it was Too Short, and my best friend comes over one time with this copy of another cassette of 2 Live Crew. I never heard anything so filthy in my life, and I loved it. So, but yeah, them. Then I started listening to a lot of Naughty by Nature, South Central Cartel, and then when West Coast gangster rap really started picking up, Snoop, Dre, the whole, that really caught my attention. That sound. Celly Cell, an artist I do a lot of work with. Major influence in what I like. If I sit down and I want to make a beat, it's probably going to be a West Coast style beat. I'm not going to sit down and make a trap beat or a mustard style beat or any. I'm going to play some piano and some strings, give it that nice driving West Coast bass line, and that's where my kind of happy zone is with it. So, artists I've worked with, let's see. Whether it's beats, mixing, or even a little mastering here and there, my client list consists of a lot of work for Hollow-Tip, Cali Bear Gang, Devious, quite a few artists on Made Sick. Not Lynch yet, he's on the list though. I want to do a little producing for him someday. Just mastered an album for X-Rated. A lot of work with some Bay artists, including Celly Cell, San Quinn, Big Malo, Boss Hogg, working real tough with him. And by working with these really well-known names, I also have the opportunity to have other folks come through. I had Keith the Sneak come and drop a verse for my guys, the Good Old Boys, another group doing a lot of stuff out here out of Sac. But yeah, so Keith came through, dropped that, so it's like I haven't done anything with him yet. I have to use that keyword yet. But whether I end up working with folks or not, I get to meet them, they get to know who I am. I just finished some projects with some mastering for Gatlin, Penny, who else? Name them, I probably have done something with them. Did a beat for Looney Coleon a while back that I haven't heard the end result from yet, but so everybody's different. And for me, I think what makes a session a lot easier is when people are prepared. I've been really pushing my policy a lot lately. I mean, all studios or engineers have their policy, and I've just been really stressing come prepared, and no late shows or no calls, things like that. So if an artist is prepared, it's going to go smoothly, because I work real fast. Well, real efficiently, I would say. I don't rush people out by any means, but I really like to get down and dig into a mix and make it the best it can be. So, yeah, it's like we have a lot of legends. We have folks like Sibo. He's doing it. Hollow-Tip's been around forever. I've done his last 8 albums. Lynch. But then we have a lot of brand new talent. That's just the nature of it. You're gonna have guys that have that longevity, but some guys last a year or two and they just fall off the map, and the next batch comes, but there is a lot of talent. And I think there's a kind of a classic outlook that we don't have the solidarity the Bay has. It's tough because, like what you're doing, RapShack. There's several movements and different things that have popped up. The MoveSac movement a while back. I don't know if it's still going. I just people keep trying to get SAC to expand or just people who want the solidarity. Well, why can't we get it? I don't really know the answer. I think because we have the talent, and people probably sell units, and they're doing shows. I see folks like Gatlin really, and Task One, guys that are just getting some major attention.
Right.
And those are guys at RapShack.
Right.
They're obviously doing for their career, but they're not like, oh, where are you from? Oh, Sacramento. No, they're like, hey, I'm Sac.
Right.
And we need more of that, but I don't know. What's the answer?